This investigation took us to a residence in North Waco where a family was being affected by strange occurrences. They have seen an apparition of a tall man and a little boy on several occasions. They've heard knocking on the front door when no one was there. They heard voices and footsteps in the hallway. Wife had her hair pulled in her office. They both have been touched by something unseen. Husband has woke up with scratches. They live next to a creek where a 10-year-old boy drowned in the swollen waters after a rainstorm. Watch as the energy in this house starts affecting our camera's video and audio. This will not be the last time it happens.
This is Elizabeth Williams. I'm here with McLennan County. We're going to investigate a house in central Waco. And Dano's the cameraman, and we're going to start, I guess, here in the living room. The first thing I felt when I came into the house was there's a lot of spirits in this house. I feel at least 2 men, 2 women, and there's children here as well. So I am assuming that the owners of the house are hearing a lot of traffic in the house or voices, giggling. Very, very busy in this house. So we're going to do a walk through each of the rooms and see what I feel, but that's what I got when I first came in. So let's go around to this side.
And we're going to start a
Light.
with our
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Alright, so looks like
Say hello. What's going on, everybody?
children's room in here. Check out this closet. What I'm doing is feeling to see if there's a possible portal in the closet. I'm not feeling one in this closet. But the room is very, it almost feels electrified in here. It's like I'm getting tingles all through my body. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but this room is a little bit lighter as far as energy, so I'm not really getting too much in here. Let's move on down to the next room. Wait. Okay, I take that back. I just felt like there was a child in here, and there's a possibility that the children in here are having conversations with these other children, or at least hearing them. I think they like this room. So, yeah, that one kind of just jumped out at me. Storage closet. That one feels okay. I feel like there's movement that goes in this hallway on the top of the maybe in the attic space through here. Oh. Okay, this bathroom has a real heavy feeling in here. Oh, it's actually making me a little bit sick. So, I think they're being watched in this room. Probably hearing a lot of sounds in here as well. Very uncomfortable in here. Okay, let's move down to this room. Okay, I feel like we have a trickster in this room. I think things probably get moved and then found again in a strange place. Again, I think they might hear something up in the attic area. The men like to hang out in here and watch what's going on.
Now, when you say men,
There's grown men's spirits,
How
that
many?
two at least, that I've felt so far. Yeah, they like to hang out in here. May even play with the computer a bit. I'm not sure, but that's kind of still getting that electrical feeling. So I don't know if it's electrical things going on or if there was an electrical fire in this house at one time. Okay. So we're gonna go into the kitchen. Okay, I think in here they're gonna hear like the things in the drawers moving around, things falling, dropping on the floor. They've got a trickster in this house, somebody that likes to play games. And I don't think the owners think it's very funny, but so we've got another bathroom, laundry room here. They probably use this bathroom more than the other bathroom because this one doesn't feel like it's as active as that one over there. But getting a heavy feeling in here, so there is something going on. Again, probably things just being moved, falling on the floor, possible seeing things in the mirror, voices. Yeah, it's this house is very active. What's going on? Okay. I'm actually smelling cigarette smoke. I don't know if they smoke here or if someone that used to live here smokes, but I can smell it over here in this corner. This seems to be the gathering place. I think that one of the families in here watching TV, that they're surrounded by spirits in here, right? Keeping them company. The ones that concern me most are the children, though. They seem to be, from what I'm feeling, very, they might be quite harmful to their children. And
The other kids?
The other kids, and that worries me.
how many kids do you feel here?
I feel at least 2 or 3.
Do you know the gender?
If I had to guess, I would say 2 boys and a girl.
Do you think the creek right next door? Or
Right
the creek
behind you.
outside
Anytime you
is-
have water
Fuel.
that runs near a property or under a property, it's going to increase the activity in a home if there's already activity there. It spirits can pull energy from the water, and it helps them to move things, to manifest, to have. Okay, can't. I just saw a shadow person in this corner.
No.
That's not good.
Big?
Big,
Tall?
about as tall as the top of that picture frame.
7 foot.
That's.
Well,
Oh my gosh, I
I'm
just-
6'5", so
That's right. I said that's at least 7 foot.
Yeah.
yeah, it has to be at least 7
Yeah,
foot
that
tall.
was, I wasn't expecting that. That's not good. I think we need to leave this room. Okay, so that's the walkthrough of the house.
I've told people for years that Bob is in the house, and nobody believed me. But Bob's like a little 7, 8-year-old boy, dark hair, little white kid, and he's probably dressed in about 80s, late 80s play clothes. So it's not nothing new. But I've seen him. I've told her when she and I first started dating, I said, look, if you see Bob, just tell Bob come in and sit down. I said, that's all he wants to do is come in, sit down, and watch TV with you. Mm-hmm. And I tell people that, and they be like, man, you crazy. Well, it happened to my brother. He was here. He's like, man, who the hell's in this house? I'm like, oh, Bob. I said, just tell him to come in, sit down, and watch TV. That's all he wants.
Seems to be the gathering place. I think that one of the families in here watching TV, that they're surrounded by spirits in here, right? Keeping them company. The ones that concern me most are the children, though.
And like other friends would come over like, man, I seen something in your room. I'm like, it's Bob. Just tell him to sit down and watch TV. And even when we had Biscuit, we had a little miniature chihuahua. She'd stand on the end of the couch growling into infinity. I mean, the hair raised on the back of her neck.
Corner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where the shadow man was.
No, she'd be growling at the door.
Oh yeah, at the doorway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, just growling. I'm like, whoa, calm down. And even when you touch her, you could feel her trembling. Mm. And I'd be like, Bob, just get in here and sit down and leave the dog alone. Well, Aspen says that she sees figures running back and forth through the house.
So I am assuming that the owners of the house are hearing a lot of traffic in the house, or voices, giggling. Very, very busy in this house.
And with the, I guess, Shadow Man incident, I haven't had any incidents with him, per se. So, and
I haven't seen that, but like I was telling you, I have a real bad, like you were saying, when I'm in the kitchen, and it really seems to be the most when I'm in the kitchen. If I'm in the kitchen doing the dishes, I can't tell you how many times right here on the corner, right here at the corner, it's almost like it's peeking around, but it is a tall shadow, and it kind of like peeks around, and it catches me, and I'll look, and then there's nothing there. But I swear it's like you said.
Okay, I just saw a shadow person in this corner.
No.
That's not good.
Big?
Big,
Tall?
about as tall as the top of that picture frame.
But I swear it's like you see it fast, then you don't. And then I'll do it again, and I see it, and I'm like, and then it messes with me. I'm like, okay, I've got to go get out of this room, because it's just constantly right over my shoulder. And it happens a lot when I'm in there doing the dishes.
Gizmo Guru has the largest selection of paintball guns and accessories. It's the only store that has its own field, so call them to plan your next party or event. They have the largest selections of airsoft guns in Central Texas. They also carry a large assortment of martial art equipment, swords, and knives. Ghost! We have the largest selection of ghost hunting equipment in Central Texas. Gizmo Guru, 3302 Franklin Avenue, Waco, Texas.
When you're looking for the one store you can trust to have the exact battery you need right when you need it, whether it's for your car, riding mower, motorcycle, laptop, smartphone, watch, plus light bulbs for lamps, floodlights, can lights, appliances, all topped off by helpful experts, it's easy to see why nobody else stacks up to batteries plus bulbs. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries plus bulbs. Trust the plus.
When she's sleeping in bed, she can see like little figures running back and forth between the kitchen and the back room. And so she said like they're little kids or whatever.
And she says they stop in her doorway. They'll run from the office, stop in her doorway, kind of pause, and then they run through the kitchen. And then she says sometimes when she's been on here or been at her, because there's a lot of times she sits just at her makeup desk here and she can see out the door through the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And she says it'll be late at night and she can just see dark figures. And she says it's multiple. I thought she was making it up at first. She says it's just multiple figures just running back and forth, like towards our door to the TV room to our door. They just run constantly back and forth. And she goes, you could just see the shadows on the wall just going back and forth. And so
Yes, but now does she sleep in this room all the time, or
She won't sleep
She
in
won't
here by
sleep in
herself. If one of her friends are over asleep, a play day, whatever, one of her little friends, she'll sleep in here. If she's not in here, she's in the TV room because she says she doesn't want to be that far away from me.
Okay.
And even weirder was, I was talking with my ex-wife Cassandra, and she was saying that Aspen had told her Pop visited her.
oh yeah, because Aspen was telling us the
Over
other
at
day
the
that
other
somebody that she, of course, as you see, typical teenager's room, she throws all her clothes in the chair, and she told us that she had thrown all her clothes in
Yeah.
the chair, and the next day when she got up, not only were they folded, which she did not fold them, her chair bag, which was just on the floor, was actually hung up in her closet.
The room is very, it almost feels electrified in here. It's like I'm getting tingles all through my body.
Where did you get the scratches that you told us about?
I forgot about that. You did tell me.
Yeah, I woke up one morning, get ready to go to work, and it was 2 scratches in a week. I think the first one might have been on Wednesday, which I told you. But I woke up and it was on my
Knee.
knee. Mm-hmm. And I looked, I'm like, what the hell? And then a couple of nights later, I woke up and I think I had the scratch on my face. So, and that's when I said everything to Mike, this kind of stuff I'm having right now. So.
All right, well, let's head back to the office.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we've had going on back here.
Don't say a word, I work in here, and I do just fine.
Like I said, usually when I'm sitting here, now I will tell you one thing I did forgot to mention earlier. Usually, and it happens quite a lot, if I'm in here working and because I do design work and I make t-shirts and stuff like that. If I'm in here working and I'm in my program, I can't tell you the countless, it's probably been at least 3 or 4 times that I've gotten up because I hear the front door being knocked on. And I go and there's nobody at the front door. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So then that frustrates me. And I come back and I'm sitting here working and I'll hear it loud and clear. And then I get mad at him. I'm like, you don't hear this knocking at the front door? Like, you can't get up and open the front door? And he's like, I didn't hear anything. And I'm like, I hear it plain as day when I'm sitting here. But
Now, when you walk over there, then you turn around and come back. Has anything changed on your computer, or is everything exactly the way you left it?
it's usually the way I left it, but honestly, I don't pay attention to that. Now, when you said that, because there have been times where I've gotten up and, like, obviously you see it's on, and I just don't shut down the screens. There have been times I've come in here and there have been different screens popped up on it
That you didn't have
that I
popped
didn't
up?
have on there, no. And I just kind of shut them, not thinking that it was in here that I was working. Like I said, my heat press is over here, my computer's over here, and when I go to work, I'm kind of going back and forth, and it was when I was turned, and I was probably about right here, because I usually have my chair over here and I'm doing, and I was about right here and my hair got pulled back. And I mean, it got pulled back like this. And I could not pull my head forward. And I struggled for a few minutes, and then finally my head went forward, and I just set my stuff down, grabbed my phone, and there have been a few times that I've noticed a few things, like with my utensils being moved, but honestly, sometimes I just thought it was me. Like, I'm thinking, I could have swore I left this on my desk, but maybe I didn't. I put it over here on the couch, because there'll be times I look and I'm going, my ruler's way over here, and it's usually over here. But I was like, oh, I probably just, might have left it there. There's times that I have noticed that my little cutting utensils will be in different places than where I put them, but.
I feel like we have a trickster in this room. I think things probably get moved and then found again in a strange place. Again, I think they might hear something up in the attic area.
y'all experienced anything in this bathroom here?
That's my daughter's bathroom, so I don't
Go ahead and
ever
open it
use
up real
it.
quick.
Yeah. I don't ever use it. And she only comes in here long enough just to take a shower and leave. So she's never said anything to us about it.
This bathroom has a real heavy feeling in here. It's actually making me a little bit sick, so. I think they're being watched in this room. Probably hearing a lot of sounds in here as well.
Well, let's head back to the kitchen.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, appreciate it.
The one thing that I just remembered when Miss Elizabeth was talking about smoke in the other room, there's been about 3 separate incidents that we came home, and I walked in, I'm like, where in the hell is that smoke coming from?
Or he'll say, "Did you leave something on?" And I go,
Yeah.
"No, there's nothing on." But
Yeah,
it does
like,
have
I
a
can
cigarette smell
Yeah,
to it.
like wood smoking or something like that. But and it was heavy, and I'm like looking, so I'm like walking through the house, you know, making sure her heat press isn't on. And
Yeah, because he
just,
told me that. He goes, "Go in the office. Did you leave it on?" I'm like,
yeah,
"No, there's nothing on." But it hits you as soon as you walk in the
yeah.
door.
As soon as I walked in,
Okay, we're walking into dun 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 the forbidden room.
right, well, like I say, you know,
These are my feelings.
yeah, my ceiling fell, my room done slid, and
It's all good.
I'm fighting insurance companies to get it fixed. But
You know, it's funny.
what's that?
But Elizabeth, hold on. Hold your breath. Come in here and fill this room.
Very heavy.
Very heavy.
I'm not feeling anything.
It's a lot warmer.
it's very
I
heavy.
felt a lot more than the kids.
You know, like I say, still seeing Bob at this time, you know, with no problem. But I was laying here dead asleep, and all of a sudden I heard something growl in my ear. Well, I woke up mad and I was pissed because I'm like, you know, first of all,
Something back here.
I know, I just saw something.
I felt it. Something coming from back over here.
yeah,
Is there a light that works over here?
yeah, there's a bathroom light right there.
Something coming from in here. This room is heavy. This room's extremely heavy. To me, this room's extremely heavy. It's heavier than anywhere else in the house.
I think a good investigation needs to be done, and
Yeah.
if y'all don't.
Because this room's definitely heavier than anywhere else in the house. I can promise you that.
Okay. Yeah, something growled in my ear, so I got out of bed and I'm yelling and I'm cussing at it and stuff because I'm like, no, I didn't give you permission to come here. You know, oh, it's just the light bulbs. They're the fluorescent ones, and they're going out.
Okay.
That's all it is, yeah. Yeah. The bulbs are just going out, that's all.
Okay. So that happens quite a bit, though?
Yeah.
Is that what you charge it to? Just being a fluorescent light?
Pretty much. Because, like, that one right there, that one's off, and, you know, next week it'll be back on. So, and that's what I just charge it to.
One time George was working and my daughter was gone. She was at a friend's house and I was in here by myself. And in my child's voice, I heard her call me from the other room. And I answered because that's what I do, because she called me. And then I realized after I said, "Hold on a second," that I was here alone. She wasn't here.
Was it her voice or
It was
just
her
the child's
voice.
voice?
No, it was her voice calling me from the other room. And that's why I answered. That's why I did it. And I, when, I heard her call me, and I said, "Oh, just a second." And then I went to turn to go, and I was like, I'm by myself, and I just turned back around. I just kept folding my laundry, put it up, called him, and I left. Because that's why I was like, especially when I heard my own kid's voice from the other room, I was like, I'm done.
You can sit in on the rest of this if you want to.
Yeah. In here, yeah, this is pretty much where I've seen Bob all the time. And I hadn't seen anything else. When Miss Elizabeth mentioned the shadow figure over there, I've never had nothing bother me per se like that.
But she has in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. He hadn't bothered me as far as I know, other than probably just the scratches.
Have you ever noticed the smoke smell in here?
Yes.
Is it stronger in this room than it was in any other part of the house?
When I walked in, it was right as you walked in, right when I hit
At the entryway?
the liquor cabinet, it was boom, it just hit me. Yeah.
But it did trail into here, as to whereas if you walked into the kitchen, or because I actually walked around to the other room smelling like you know, like,
What
am I
is
smelling it? No, and it was real faint everywhere else. But as soon as you walked in, and then towards like in this section of the house, it was real strong.
It's like smelling cigarette smoke. I don't know if they smoke here or if someone that used to live here smokes, but I can smell it over here in this corner.
But yeah, there was. I can't begin to tell you the number of days that I sat on the couch right there, and I'd look up and Bob was standing in the doorway.
Well, let's wrap this up and start putting all our equipment out and see what we can get rocking and rolling.
Are you experiencing any unexplainable noises or activity in your home or office? Or do you know someone who does? Please contact us at 254-749-5839, or you can email us at mcpi@live.com.